The biggest AliExpress sale of the year is right around the corner, and I have prepared for you 10 of the best bargains that I see right now. You know the drill by now. You will have to, number one, put the watches in your basket right now, using of course the codes that I leave you in the description below. And number two, you will have of course to use those coupons that I'm gonna be leaving for you. They're country sensitive, so be careful about that. I'm gonna leave all that I have underneath so you can get all the best prices for your region. Make sure to use those codes, as I will be referring to the prices using those deductions. And of course the links in the video are affiliate links, so if you click on those, a little bit of commission comes to this channel, which helps me keep it alive, so thank you so much if you do. And we have a lot to cover, so let's go right now with a watch that I just spoke to you about in my previous video. It is the Berny AM121M, and the special thing about this little dress watch is that it has the Miyota 9015 movement for the amazing price of $103 during the sale. $103 is just a little bit more than the price of the movement, so I don't know how they managed it, but they did. I spoke to you about this watch in my video before. It is a little nice dress watch, a little on the larger side with 40 millimeters in diameter, but pretty thin at only 11 millimeters in height, so it wears nice and slim. And that very nice sunburst dial in the three colors that they're proposing is something extremely nice. Something that I was not really convinced about was that date window at 3 that is not color match. So yeah, the good thing in here, apart from the movement, are that greatly nice sweat bracelet, which is quite high quality for the watch and the price. The other negative that I see is the fact that you do not have a sapphire crystal in here. It is only a mineral crystal, but come on, for this price point it is absolutely ridiculous. This is one of the bargains of the year. Watch number two, another extremely good bargain, the Boderry Voyager 78. And I'm gonna be getting this very soon, and during the sale you can get this one for $106. For the non-coated version, of course, because you have titanium, pure titanium versions and Cerakote coated titanium versions, which are a bit more expensive, about $20 more. But for $106, you get a watch that is titanium with a great luminescence and with a seagull movement in there with 72 hours of power reserve and a higher beat movement of 28,800 beats per hour. So that is pretty impressive in there. This is from the Voyager family. I have the previous version with the NH35, which was titanium as well, so I really do want to see this one. The case is about the same dimensions at least and the same shape, so 39 millimeters in diameter by 49 in log to log, so that is a pretty long log to log for a 39 millimeter watch. But the difference is that that one has the crown at 3, and of course there's that movement. If you still are interested in the NH35 version, I'm also going to be leaving links for that one. It is going to be at below the $100 mark, which is absolutely amazing for that watch as well. But I do want to see the new one, and I got it in blue with the Cerakoted version. I am eager to receive it. I hope it gets here before the end of the sale so I can show it to you guys before that. Still talking about the Boderry Voyager, we have another version, which is actually a column wheel chronograph with a vertical clutch, thanks to the now famous Seagull ST901 movement. The dimensions are just a little bit larger than the usual Voyager at 40 millimeters in diameter, 12 millimeters in height, still a sapphire crystal, and an impressive 100 meters of water resistance. And there's that delicious little 4 o'clock chronograph pusher, which is in red. Thank you very much to Hanhart for that inspiration, let's say. However, this one comes a little bit more expensive expensive because even during the sale you can get it for around 220 using the codes. Next watch in the selection is a brand that I haven't spoken to you about in ages, and that brand is one of the most appreciated in AliExpress, which has seen a little bit of a resurgence lately, namely with this one with the Cronos white Birch in 36mm. And this one is of course a homage of the $10,000 priced Grand Seiko white Birch, which is a beautiful watch. I hope that this one can get a little bit of the beauty and the refinement of the actual Seiko white Birch. It is a homage, so not for everybody, of course. However, you could get it here for $185, which is an amazing price for all that you're getting. You can get it in a PT 5000 movement, which is a high beat clone of the ETA 2824. You can also get it in a Miyota 9015 movement, but that is going to come a little bit more expensive, like $20 more, $25 more. So PT 5000, Miyota 9 series, that is for you to decide which one to get. But in any case, in any of these two versions, you get that stainless steel construction with, I am sure, some incredible finishing. Cronos is known for that. And you even get a non-fly adjustment clasp, all that for just $185. It is the stuff of legend. Let's see when this one gets here. It should get here quite soon, and I might review it for you guys if you want me. Next watch of this selection, when you say AliExpress, when you say Chinese bargain, you absolutely think Seagull 1963. Me and so many others have spoken about this watch so much. It is, for me, the best bargain in the world of watchmaking, period. Whether you're talking Swiss, Chinese, Japanese, or whatever, German, whatever, this is the best bargain that you can have in watchmaking. Why? Because it is an original design watch. It is Chinese, of course. That is how they managed to get the price so low, and nothing is actually a copy in this watch, because even the beautiful movement that you can see through the case back is a Swiss Eboche, the Venus 178, which was bought over in the 60s by the Chinese, so they make this movement in a completely transparent way. So as I told you, the best bargain in watchmaking today. And during the sale you can have it for only $90 with the code, which is once again amazing. With all the tariff ridiculous stuff and everything that living through, this one went through the roof a couple of months ago. It was at like $190 or even $200, which was just ridiculous. It is coming down now. I am so glad to see it below $100 once again. Next watch in the selection, for the people who watched my previous video about the 11.11 sale, I mentioned this one as well, the Pagani design Aqua Terra Homage, and here with the codes you can have it for $83. Let's see what Pagani Design have done here. If it is one of those hits or misses. With Pagani Design you can have both, but $83, what do you get in here? You get a watch which is around 40mm in diameter with a Miyota 8 series in there. Maybe I would have preferred the classic NH35, I believe it is a more noble movement, but still you get what you get. But that dial, I was so impressed by the Aqua Terra dial, and I want to see if they kind of get the vibe of that beautiful dial in here. Once again, it is another one that I should have in for review really soon. I really hope that they get it right this time around, because lately Paganis can be really hit or miss. Another watch in the selection is the Aesop Tourbillon, and as the name implies, this is a tourbillon watch, rather in the large side, 42mm in diameter, but only 10.5 in height, and you've got a sapphire sandwich in here, and of course that tourbillon for an impressive price during the sale of $215 using the codes. Isn't that amazing? Mind-blowing actually. The drawbacks with this one, I have had this watch for 5 years and it still works. So that is testament to the toughness of this little watch. I don't wear it every day, of course, but it still works, that tourbillon. The drawbacks with this one are the noise. It is quite a noisy movement. See, it's still working. But a tourbillon for just over $200. Once again, that is almost the realm of fantasy. Another one that I wanted to check, the Specht Sohne Land Dweller Homage, and now we get it for a very nice price of $113. I have the Pagani version, and yeah, that is not a good watch, sadly, so I really want to see the Specht Sohne version. Why? Because they have managed to do it almost like the original in sizing with 37mm in diameter. Of course, they do not have the advanced escapement and movement of the original. They only have a Miyota 8215 in there, but still, this kind of gets me excited because it's been ages since I wanted to do that, and once I went into the Rolex boutique, they wouldn't even let me handle the Land Dweller, so I'm really frustrated with that, so that is why I am buying this watch. If you want to know about my story in the Rolex dealership, I'm gonna be leaving links in the description of the video. Go check that video because it's a very fun experience. Next watch in the selection has got to be one of my favorite watches from Saint Martin, which, to be honest with you, isn't that well discounted, quite sadly, because with the codes it's going to come in at $300 flat, which is still a good deal for a watch that offers so much. That beautiful JianZhan design, rabbit hair they call it, sapphire crystal, of course, ceramic bezel insert, an amazing lume, only 11.2mm in height for a 200-meter diver, that is a prowess, and one of the best bracelets and clasps that I have seen in a watch below the $1,500 mark, if not more. But still, I would have preferred that during the sale this beautiful watch comes a little bit less expensive. Then why are you talking to us about this watch, Olivier? Because if you live in the EU, there is SKB watches where you can get this watch at right now around 287 euros with my code, and they're gonna be coming even more down. I'm gonna be leaving a little message here with the new pricing if that comes down before the video. Last watch of the selection, it is another Saint Martin, the SN0148 JianZhan, one of the most popular and best of their latest releases. It is, of course, a fully in-house design by Saint Martin, no copies in here. But once again, like with the SN0148, I do believe that it is a little bit too expensive, especially during the sales, because with all the codes and everything, it will come down at 276. I would have loved to see this watch at the 240, 250 mark. In any case, it is an extremely beautiful watch. You have the choice between 36, 39 and 42mm cases. You have the choices between the classic 9015 with a date window, the GMT with the true GMT 9075 movement. They have declined these SN0144 extensively, and that is great because they're extremely nice watches. The downside, for all of its merits, is the fact that the part of the bracelet that touches your skin can be a little bit sharp for some people, so do bear that in mind. But besides from that, it is an absolutely gem of a watch, beveled all over, extremely beautiful, and you can get it right now at SKB for 260 euros with code HR15, expecting it to come even lower once again, and I'm gonna be leaving the price if I get it here or here to how much that watch is gonna be discounted. But as you love bargains, stick around, we are gonna be discussing the best bargains that I see during these sales. So many other watches are coming, and of course, I'm gonna be leaving you here with other bargains that you can shop for right now. Thank you so much, and I'll be seeing you in this video.